Sweden right back in the mix over in Group E in Euro 2020 as they beat Slovakia to turn this group right on its head. But who's going to go through? We'll take a little look next. Folks, back once again with another match review, looking back of course at Sweden's win over Slovakia in Euro 2020, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, smash your subscribe, bang up to date with all things Euro 2020 related, Blackburn Rose Days, world football related. We got it all here under one roof. Of course, Sweden right back in the thick of things after a stodgy 1-0 win over Slovakia to get them right back in the thick of things, and in fact to top the bloody group. And we'll get to that. Big shout out in just 1 second. Of course, big shout out to the IPs. They are the patrons. Thank you for your continued support as we work towards 25k. That's right, the subscribers, but also we'd love you to get some more patrons in there. So if you are thinking about it, check out that link down below. So here we go then. Take a look back at, of course, the early kickoff Euro 2020, Sweden against Slovakia. Here are the numbers that, of course, sealed it here. 1-0 win in the end. Emil Forsberg from the penalty spot. That's all it took. Well, that's what all, you know. Basically, there was no other real close encounters for either of these two sides. It was very, very tight. Not the greatest example of football. But because it was meant to be, I smelt like a draw. If I'm honest with you, before the game, during the game, even after half time, it just felt like it was going to be a draw. But that one little error by Slovakia gave Sweden the penalty, and that goal is massive. That's actually probably put Sweden through to the last 16, even though we don't know it just yet. Of course, Sweden will have to play Poland last. Slovakia will take on Spain last. Of course, Slovakia got their 3 points, and of course, we'll find out what happens in the other Group E game later between Spain and Poland. But 1-0 win in the end. Goodness gracious me. Forsberg from that penalty spot. 58% possession for Slovakia, 42% for Sweden. 10 shots as well for the Slovakians compared to 13 for Sweden. 5 of those were off target, and we had 4 of them on target for Sweden and none on target for Slovakia. That's where it hurt the most. Their clinicality in front of goal. 780 touches for the Slovakians. 606 passes compared to 601 touches to 430 passes for Laswed. Of course, pass success rate 88% for Slovakia. So nice football. You know, we'll have a look at them. We'll break it down and look at the heat maps in just a second. But ultimately, just didn't get into the attacking third, and we'll see just what I'm talking about in a second. But Sweden will take the 3 points. They'll lick their lips, and of course, unbeaten so far. Of course, they could even win this group, which could get them a favourable landing spot in the bracket whenever we can work all that out. But anyway, let's take a look at the shot grid. Sweden are, of course, the light coloured, and of course, as you can see, they peppered Slovakia as well. As for Slovakia, as you can see, some of these shot grids are a little bit weird because it just shows that all of these are in the first half or one half, or is that all of them? And they've just kind of put them all in one. Regardless, whatever. There was more shots, of course, for the Swedes than there was Slovakia in the end. And again, just that the one goal penalty spot was enough to get over the line. It didn't feel like there was going to be many goals in this one. I did think it was going to be a draw, and it looked like it was going to be a draw until the bitter end. Heat maps, as you can see, keep it very, very busy. In fact, Sweden did have a lot of ball in that attacking third. As you can see, more. Less defensively, more towards the top end. As for the Slovakians, this is the Slovakian goal here. A lot of ball in the right back sort of slot here, and of course less coming down the left hand side. So predominantly coming down the right, according to my eyes anyway. Take a look at the touch maps right here around the Swedes action here. I believe this is the keeper, and of course this is the attacking line. Yep. Again, spread out nicely. Seems to be more in the attacking third than there is defensive. So Sweden were on the front foot despite having limited possession. As for the Slovakia, it's the complete opposite. Keeper was very, very active on this end, and of course a lot of play in that defensive end of the realm. We'll take a look at the starting 11s. Shall we? Robin Olsen between the sticks. Victor Lindelof, Marcus Danielsson, 32-year-old centre-back, Ludwig Augustin as well, with Mikael Lustig completing the back four. Alvin Erkdal, Christopher Olsen, Sebastian Larsson still playing. And up top we have Forsberg, Berg and Isaac up top. I was hoping to see Henrik Larsson's Jr. on the pitch. What's his name? Justin or Julian? I don't know what his surname is, but I didn't even see him on the bench, so I don't know what's going on there. Let's take a look at, of course, the opposition. Dubravka between the sticks for Slovakia. Lubida Shakila, Milan Skriniar, monster defender at the back there. Thomas Hubrekan, Peter Persic, Patrick Horowski, Jure Kuka, Martin Kushanic, Marek Hamsic, of course, 33-year-old, Robert Mack, and Udia Duda up top. Again, lack that fight up top, like that now. As for the substitutions, we did see Pierre Bergensen, Emil Krath, Gustav Svensson, another veteran on the pitch there, and Victor Klaassen to wrap up the... in fact, Robin Quaison also came on as well. As for Slovakia, they may change it with David Hackno, Laszlo Benes, Vladimir Weiss, the familiar face, Lucas Harrison, and Mikkel Duris. Again, a lot of aging players on the bench. Take a look at the older formations and, of course, match ratings. They're giving it to... Who are they giving it to? They are giving it to Emil Forsberg. That penalty gives him man of the match. Would you Adam and Eve it? Pretty solid display by the Swedes. No real letdowns. Maybe Christopher Olsen was probably the biggest letdown with 6.3. Michael Lustig probably stood out the right back as well. As for the Slovakians, not too bad. Marek Hamsic was key in their attacking displays, trying to get the ball out. Duda with a 7.2 and Milan Skriniar 7.3. And again down the bottom, you can see the timeline of events. A lot of changes, a lot of cards, and the goal that won it. Take it all what's been said on social media, then shall we? Ilton Jose de Lima said in the first half it was played at slow pace. In the second half, Sweden improved the pace, and with a penalty goal, they won 1-0 indeed. Paul Malin 06. Sweden has won by luck because without the penalty, they would have tied. So there is no merit. The Monk, aka Ryan Mew, said one of the worst matches of the 21st century. Oakley said both teams playing very well. Credit should be given to Swedish defender. Solid performance. John Daly, not that John Daly, but this John Daly. Slovakia far too negative. Got what they deserved. Huge chance to progress. Wasted. Indeed. Who's this fella here? Bruce Willis, UA. Congrats, Sweden from Ukraine. You are blue and yellow, and Ukraine is blue and yellow. We are brothers. Indeed. This wasn't football. I don't know the name of what I watched. These teams should be ejected of the competition. And that's from David Padrino. Take a look at the situation over in the group then. Of course, Sweden are top of the pops right here, right now, with 4 points on the ball. Slovakia got 3. Spain got 1. And Poland have yet to get going. Of course, Spain and Poland taking place tomorrow. So we'll have to wait and see about the outcome of that game. And of course, Sweden will take on Poland to wrap up their 3-peat, with Slovakia taking on, of course, Spain. 3 points could be enough. That's the question mark on everybody's lip. Is 3 points going to be enough to get them over the line and into the knockout stages? We're going to have to wait and see, folks, and you're going to have to join me with it. Of course, be sure to give the video some love and smash the thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon as well. If you want to support the channel in another way, that's the best place to do it, as we try to race up our numbers in the Patreon, as well as race up the subscribers up to 25,000. Can we get there? Is a big old ask. Hopefully you can join me next round when we look forward to the preview for the next round again on the channel. But until then, give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Come on, Scotland, get over the bloody line.